Hi guys, and welcome to a very emotive Pokemon investing video. The title probably brought you in, didn't it?
Yeah, I think we may have clickbaited that one just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But I think even more so, this one needs to become with a disclaimer, like we are just collectors talking, and it's literally that, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not advising anyone. We're not financial advisors. We hold no legal repercussions.
Yeah. Like... That is literally just our opinions. You guys seem to enjoy it. So we're going to throw a curveball out there. And today we're literally going to go through all the WOTC first edition sets. So we're not including the E-Series.
No.
But we're going to go through them all on PokemonPrice.com. It's a really good source of analytics on data, especially on the population reports. Sometimes it can be a bit wrong, obviously. Yeah. But, I mean, nothing's perfect when it comes
you've
to
got
these
like
sort of things.
shill bidders or someone spending like £500 on an illegitimate Caterpie.
Yeah. But the guy who runs this, he's normally quite good.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a good shout out to him. But yeah, what set should we start with? Should we go from base?
Look, we have to start with base.
We have to start with base.
If you start with anything else, you're a heathen.
Yeah.
So I don't think we should go anywhere else. Total set price over time. We're going to go with base set first edition.
I think should we just do the hollows?
Yeah,
because I think that's going to show, because like that's quite a big jump, obviously.
Yeah, we can see a little bit of a
lovely.
There.
So this is the base set first edition holofoils, the most iconic set, and these are all in PSA 10. But this price set we're going to look at now. Obviously, a load of these prices here. They don't include a lot of the cards. Cards just weren't selling as much back then, especially like a Chansey. Very hard to get hold of. Anyway, the first complete price we have is 1st of November 2017, $69,000.
It's a great number.
$69,000, and it had to be the first one.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just go through these and then we'll discuss.
Yep.
So then, July 2018, it's actually $63,000.
Yeah,
it's a year on.
I think that is probably though because that first full set had a premium because it was the first full set that was sold.
Yeah. But obviously this takes from different cards.
Yeah.
So it could not be the whole set.
No, but I mean like the first time a full set was available.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
If that makes sense.
That's a good point. But then literally the month after it jumps up to $80,000,
which is insane. You bring in a new year into account, you're going up by $17,000 instantly.
Yep, but that's going to be a good data point actually.
Yeah.
For our current point, because now it does go down to $73,000. The start of March 2019.
Yeah.
But then by the start of 2020, it's at $89,000.
So we've gone up a little bit.
And then by the start of this month, we're at $143,000.
Which is absolutely mental.
So
it's over double its first ever highest selling price, which was already $70,000.
Yeah, which is already an obscene amount of money, right?
Yeah.
And you could see the graph there. Like it's also surprising that this goes down so much.
Yeah.
Here, but I don't know if that's just anomalous, whatever. But then it jumps massively. So I would probably say 89,000 to 143. I might just ignore these two.
Yeah.
Personally, because maybe they just didn't have the data for the sales, etc., etc.
Yeah, definitely.
But the point I'd make here is what we have from 2017 to 2018 is some sort of jump in price.
Yeah.
Some sort of leaning back.
Yeah, it like at the start of a year, it seems to hit hard.
Yeah.
And it falls back a few $1,000s, which is a considerable amount of money.
Yeah.
It's a different first edition set.
Yeah. But it doesn't fall hard, does it?
No, it's. I mean, you can see it if you're looking at the screen, which will be in the bottom now. This is it's a flat line with a few peaks and a new flat line and a peak and a flat line.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that is maybe the interesting point for now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, many people would argue this is a new peak. Well, it is a new peak.
Well, it's definitely a new peak.
It's definitely a new peak. So therefore, it depends how far the peak goes, obviously. Like the next month, this could go up by another $100,000. The peak hasn't stopped.
At least as far as we know, according to data, it just hasn't.
Not yet. And we can't tell the future. But like the data is quite obvious actually. Goes up by a big amount, comes back down a bit, and then interest comes up a bit, and then a massive bounce again.
Yeah. Do you think January is the time it's most expensive? Because people have just got over Christmas and they're like, I've bought everything for everyone else now.
Yeah.
I've been given money for Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's go. Or I've got my Christmas bonus at work.
Yeah.
Let's go nostalgia hunt.
Yeah.
And get my first edition card. It does seem to be January's up until now.
Yeah. I mean, the jump here was July in 2018 from 63 to 80. But January is a reoccurring theme. But it might have been also just the data sets I pointed out because it's nice to do it on year. But yeah, I do agree. It's the start of the years, especially for this one.
Yeah.
The massive jump. But I mean, how much this matters, who really knows? Because if it hits 143,000,
yeah,
and then it stays at that price, or maybe let's say it comes down to 135, 120.
Yeah.
But like then eventually the argument would be it's going to have another jump to 200.
Yeah, I mean we've definitely seen a 200% increase or like 150% increase on the prices. So we've seen that for 3 years now, like at least. Why would it not go up again?
Yeah.
Would be some people's arguments.
I think my argument for overall WOTC is that I'm one of those believers that I think base set first edition will eventually be £1 million set. In my lifetime. Like, in my lifetime, I feel that it will be. But the argument here is, should you sell these now? Well, maybe this is the peak. You sell them, and then you reinvest later on down the line when prices have dropped a little.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Obviously, that is a risk. But if you think it's going to be £1 million set, well, one day this is going to be 50 years old.
Yeah.
In our lifetimes, it'll be 50 years old. And, I mean, if you look at sports cards, the jump in sports cards when you hit, like, an extra 10 years or something, or somebody dies, like, imagine Arita or someone who did a lot, Sugimori, or someone did a lot of the artwork for this, all of a sudden is gone. Yeah.
Then their cards would instantaneously become more valuable. Yeah. I mean, obviously, we don't want those things to happen.
No, I love Sugimori.
But, I mean, the point is definitely there.
Yeah.
So this is we've probably stayed on this one a bit too long because it's the most interesting.
Yeah,
I would say. Definitely. But let's jump off to the Jungle First Edition Holos.
Yeah, we do like Jungle set. I mean, it confuses me a lot because the holofoil pattern is crazy and my eyes break. But I do like that. I do like the artwork itself.
So let's go. The first data set we have is July 2017, $4,000, $4,000.
Yeah, I mean that is less than a tenth. Of base set first edition. So if you wanted to go WOTC, you wanted to go early, you go for the second set.
Yeah, and I say that kind of. I mean, it goes up by $500, but it's kind of about that price for 2 years.
Yeah. 100%.
Okay, so it goes up, like you say, peaks and troughs.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's kind of stayed at that. That's 2019, so that's only last year.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Whereas if we go, I don't want to go too far, but there's not too much data. So if we just go at the start of March this year, it's $8,000. So that's
what was it at the start of January?
Start of January, it was $7,500.
Okay, yeah, because that was before we had the crisis.
Yeah.
Crisis on Infinite Earth.
So I would say here that there's a lot of interest coming into the hobby, all natural, all good. A lot of people being like, "Oh, I want these cards as well."
Yeah,
like that's fair. Yeah, like so the prices go up. But then at the start, I'm just going to use the start of this month. We've got $12,200.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Again, it's a lot of money, but like the percentage increase.
That's what I mean. It's a big increase, is what I mean.
Yeah. But I mean, it's less than 100% there.
Yeah, but if you can compare that to like the start of or like the end of last year, that's big.
But to be fair, I'll tell you what it is: $4,000 to 12 in 3 years. That's a 300% increase. If you just held those cards, there's not a better investment out there. Like even a house,
incredible.
Yeah, even if you bought a house for $500,000, it's unlikely to be worth $1.5 million now.
Yeah.
Especially over 3 years, or anything really.
Well, in that example that you just used, you'd have to do £3 million.
Yes. Sorry. Oh, my maths isn't
great
brilliant.
Economics there.
Yeah, Tom's maths is admittedly better than mine. I passed my GCSE and yeeted out of it, and I'll be very honest. I was like, bye. But yeah, it's like so. But I would argue,
I can see a lot of natural progression there, especially in the last year or so. Obviously, you've got the February March boom of price cards that we spoke about before. Link in the description below. But yeah, I think this is one of those sets now where if you've got it and you bought it at $4,000, $4,000 isn't like the most ridiculous thing. Like if you're spending 70 grand on base set, you've probably got an enormous amount of money, and you're like, still got an enormous amount of money. Still got my cards.
Yeah, I would say
this one.
Yeah,
it's definitely more accessible. And now you're thinking that could buy me a new car.
Yeah, and the thing is with Jungle, like you said, it is the second set. I've only got a no symbol PSA 9, so I'm not unfortunately in this club.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's unrealistic. They're hard to grade. They're still iconic cards. There's not many booster boxes out there. I don't feel like it's unrealistic for this set to hit 30, 40, 50k.
Oh, especially as it gets older.
Yeah, I mean, I think all the other sets have been lagging behind base.
Yeah.
And Jungle is in a prime position to jump.
Yeah. 100%.
And this may be more interesting as well because the value overall is what, $12,000 now, but it's actually less than some of the other sets that we are going to go through. So let's move on to Fossil.
Fossil first edition holographics. Okay, this is already a weirder graph.
This is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how about we go from so let's go. Well, what month is that?
First of May.
May. Yes, May.
It is the 1st of May.
1st of May, 2017. $2,500. Quite accessible.
Yeah.
You know, if you put $250 away a month, you can get that whole set in 10 months.
Oh yeah, you can get that. You can save that up in a year.
Yeah, you can.
As long as you're in like full-time employment and stuff, you should be able. If that's your sole focus for the year,
yeah, you should be able to
save that up.
Yeah, exactly. And then it does increase a little bit. So I'm just going to stop here. Actually, no, let's go 2 years on exactly.
Yep.
That's $3,500 now. So it's gone up by $1,000.
Yeah, which you'd expect it to go up a little amount.
Yeah, but that's totally natural to me.
Yeah, 100%.
Like more interest. I mean, and obviously there's 2 years of these cards being graded.
Yeah.
So there's more supply and yet the price is still going up.
Yeah, but there's also 2 years of those booster boxes being opened.
Yeah.
Supplies getting lower.
Yeah.
The sun's getting real low, big guy.
Exactly. And then should we just jump straight to?
Well, let's actually do this on a month by month then.
Month by month.
What happens at the start of this peak here?
Yeah, so this is 2019.
Yeah.
May. There's June. So a big increase.
So we're going up by we're going up by a good few $100.
Little pushback the month after. Then a big increase again to $4,500.
Whew.
And then from there, it only goes up. So then we got $5,500.
It's going up by between $600 and $1,000 every month?
Yeah, so I would say at this time, my argument would be maybe there's just 4 or 5 cards affecting the price here.
Yeah.
And the fact is they're coming up on the market and people are bidding higher than what they were previously.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong or tell me more about this. First edition holos, does that include pre-release cards?
No.
It doesn't.
I don't think so.
Okay, because I was going to say, because maybe it's because Fossil has a pre-release card.
Yeah.
And I don't believe Jungle has a pre-release card, does it?
No, it doesn't, no.
So I wondered if maybe that factored into it, because obviously there's less of those.
I don't know, actually, if it does. It is in the data set, in the individual cards. I don't know if it's in the Fossil First Edition holos.
Oh, okay.
I'm not actually 100% sure.
Yeah.
But I would say the most interesting one is November last year to December last year. We then have a recognition of a $4,000 increase.
So that's $10,000, which is actually higher than the peak, than the current price.
Yeah.
Even with the COVID boom.
Well, this is the most interesting thing, actually.
Yeah.
It pulls back earlier. That would be my argument.
Yeah.
You see how it's pulled. There was just a recognition of this extra demand, investors coming in, supply being squeezed, and the prices went up. Fine. You know what I mean? Fine, you know? It's a big increase, but this happened before COVID and all those other variables.
Yeah.
And then it's pulled back a bit, which I would say it's still, that's quite, in the realms of natural price movement.
Yeah, I'd say if it went up before COVID, you can't blame it on the COVID boom.
No, I don't think you can.
Whereas you look at base and you look at jungle and you're like, what did COVID do to those?
Yeah.
Whereas this, it's like, what did Christmas do? Christmas happens every year.
I mean, this could be an argument. Was this the start of I was going to use the word outbreak, but I think that might be used differently.
Yeah.
The price outbreak. Maybe
yeah.
Fossil was seen now as, wow, really? Fossil's gone up that high? Why isn't Jungle going high? Why isn't the other? Like, maybe this was the first breakout price set.
Yeah.
And then other people jumped on the other sets because they were like, well, if Fossil's worth that.
Well, if you could choose between having for free, and you could never sell them, so the money doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Would you rather have the full Fossil first edition set or the full Jungle first edition set? You'd rather have Jungle.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like, because I prefer, one, it's the second set they ever released.
Yeah.
Two, I prefer the cards in them. I really like the Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos in Fossil.
Yeah.
I think actually you could argue it's a more inventive set from card art.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking. I think I'd rather have Fossil.
Yeah. Oh, okay. From a collector's point of view of like, yeah, just the cards.
Well, I like the only reason I collect cards is because I literally like what they look like. I don't care when they came out.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like, my view as a collector is, does it look pretty?
Yeah.
And I think this is a prettier set than Jungle.
I would argue. I would agree.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some standout Jungle cards, the Flareon, the Jolteon, the Vaporeon, which are beauties. But yeah, I mean, you could definitely argue one way or the other. Let's go to Team Rocket.
Now, Team Rocket is a set I really, really like.
Yeah? No, I do.
I think Team Rocket's really, really cool. I mean, well, it's Team Rocket. It's the bad guys. I like the bad guys.
It's the first set I collected. It's definitely the one, Dark Dragonite down the drain. And I was like, well, I better get those cards. This is more interesting, actually. So Team Rocket was $4,250 at August 2017.
Yep.
Well, I would say for back then was quite high.
Yeah, I mean, the other ones have been, what, 3,000?
Yeah.
2,000, 3,000?
Yeah, so that was more... That's a higher price there, which is interesting.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe more people are like me and like the bad guys.
Yeah, exactly. Whenever anyone used to ask me, not nowadays, but used to ask me, I'd be like, why not go after Team Rocket?
Yeah.
Because there's some really accessible cards, and at that point, no one knew Dark
The Rainbow Energy.
Yeah, exactly. But there's beautiful cards.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's just... So this one's a bit more interesting because the line actually goes down.
It does.
All the time. So this is, let's go to the start of 2019.
Yeah.
It's $3,000. So it's lost $1,000.
Is this set like specifically high population?
Yes, I would.
Is that
I would argue. Yeah. I would argue supply is constant throughout this entire time. Like,
was this just like a really good print run set or something?
No, but there was... Well, yes, but no. Like, there was... You know the hollows?
Whoa.
You know the hollows?
Went on a roller coaster there.
Yeah. The hollows were easier to grade because the Pokemon covered up more of the foil.
Oh, okay. So
there was less scratching on the foils.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So obviously the surfacing got the better grades.
Dark Gyarados basically eats up the whole card. I mean, if you've got a scratch on that, then you've well done.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
So then we move to... Let's go to the middle of 2019.
Yes.
$3,500. And this is where it starts ramping up, I believe.
Yeah.
So
that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, so let's stop there. So that's $5,000 at the end of 2019.
So in 2 years, you've recouped $2,000.
Yes.
If you're talking about the monetary value of it.
Yeah, but even then, like, it all happened in 6 months.
Yeah.
Which, great price growth. Again, more interest coming into the hobby. I would use same arguments as Fossil.
Yeah.
And then, boom, it goes up. This is actually incorrect because there was an anomaly with a Dark Charizard or something. So I'm going to go to the next data set, which is $10,000 for the start of Feb.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I can definitely see why. Because this specific card here is... I've dropped a Dragonite. This specific card here is an extremely expensive card now, right?
Yeah.
Which is the Dark Magneton. And like you were saying about the Hollow, this one is the opposite, right?
Yeah.
This one's like extremely hard to grade. And people like trying to grade one of these now.
Yeah.
We've seen a few of these come through the service. And let me tell you, those pre-grades don't usually say 9, 10.
No, they're normally 8, I would argue. A 10 is very, very difficult to get on that card. I didn't grade that one myself, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I had to buy that one, even though I was trying to grade all the Team Rocket. I couldn't grade that card for whatever. I couldn't grade the Dark Weezing, which was stupid. It was the easiest card to grade, and I still couldn't do it. But then, it goes up to 13,000. So that's another $3,000 increase, and it seems to be staying at that price.
Yeah, I think that's completely fair for this set.
You think?
There are certain cards in this set that I would spend a lot more money on than I'd spend on Jungle. Or I'd spend on Fossil.
So you would say that the collectors...
this has the Holo Trainers, right?
Yeah. Well, no, not the Holo Rocket Sneak Attack and Here Comes Team Rocket.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I would pay a premium for those Holo cards, as well as obviously the cards that are hard to grade.
The hard pop, yeah.
Whereas I think, wow, okay, we've got some Holo cards here that aren't just Pokemon cards.
Yeah, they're a bit more interesting to look at, and they've got a reason behind them, I'd guess.
Yeah.
They're not just the original 151 planted into some sets.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I would agree. And also, obviously, it was the next Charizard.
Yeah, I mean... Space. Was it back then the same with the Charizard tax? Has Charizard always demanded the huge premium, not just the base one?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so the Charizard tax has always been there, but has it got bigger?
Yeah. Well, that's definitely... And also, it's got a Blastoise.
And
the Dark Raichu secret rare. Like, actually, when you go through the species of Pokemon...
Yeah,
then you could argue they're considerably stronger than...
And was it the first set with the secret rare?
Yeah, it was Dark Raichu first.
Yeah.
So
okay, so there you go again.
Yeah.
I see that as making sense then, for sure.
But from a population point of view, there is a lot more of these out there. But if there is high demand for them and it hits it, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine, I guess. Obviously, the Dark Gyarados hasn't gone up. I think there's 400 of those. That's not gone up. Whew. I think it has doubled still.
Is that the pre-release? The same card as the pre-release?
Yeah. But you used to be able to pick that card up for $40 a time, like, easily. Like, so easily. Everyone would be like, oh, Dark Gyarados again. I graded a 10, and they just chucked it out the window for $40. Obviously, that's not the case now.
Yeah.
It was death, but that Dark Magneton, the Dark Raichu, the Dark Charizard, the Dark Blastoise, if they've increased by double or triple, they've massively increased the set's worth.
Yeah, those high ticket items are what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Let's go on to a set that we love, Gym Heroes.
This is maybe the most interesting one.
Yeah, this graph looks like something I would have made in a Line Rider back in 2013.
Yes. It is
kill my cyclist.
And I think we might. So this is the graph for Gym Heroes very quickly, and then is it all right if we just move on to Gym Challenge? Maybe.
Okay. We'll talk about the interesting one last.
So no, we'll talk about the gyms together.
Oh, we're going to talk about them together?
Yeah. So like this is gyms here as well, and then big increase.
Yeah.
Right. So my argument here would be, Gym has had the most influence from Instagram.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a set that you can take wicked photos of.
Exactly. And I think a lot of people... I collected Gym Heroes.
Yep.
And there are other collectors out there who collected Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge because they are beautiful cards. Like you said, they're more than the original 151.
Yeah.
They've got more they've got literal characters.
Yeah, you've got like Lieutenant Surges or Erica's or Sabrina's.
Yeah, exactly. So
or Misty Silprox.
Yeah, exactly. Even though they're not, let's say, in the same era as Jungle or Fossil.
Yeah.
I would suggest, from a card point of view, they're better cards.
I think they're definitely more interesting.
Yes, exactly.
100% visually more, like, aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
And I think it's you can't. Maybe it's just me. I had a relation with the Pokemon TV show.
Yeah.
And playing the Pokemon games. So if I saw something that was like Misty's Psyduck.
Yeah.
Or like even better when it comes into Rocket's Mewtwo or whatever.
Yeah.
You've got like, wow, okay, I get what's going on.
I guess a big part of the anime and the games is the gyms.
Yeah.
Huge part. Like that.
Ash just doesn't beat the Elite Four.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a journey, isn't it? Like they're journeying to get those gym badges, and now you can get cards with those gym leaders on. Bloody hell, they printed money there, didn't they? They did a very good job. But anyway, let's go to Gym Heroes then.
Yep.
So, let's start from 2018. 2.5 plus $200, so $27,000. Yeah, all good.
$27,000.
$2,700.
There we go.
And the price it goes down a bit by $300-400. Nothing interesting.
It's pretty much average though, right?
Yeah, nothing much going on.
Yeah.
Then we jumped to $3.5 almost $1,000 in August last year. Are you seeing a trend here?
Yeah.
From August to December,
last year's summer did something crazy to everybody's either bank balances or their like nostalgia hits.
Exactly. Something happened in that period where like there was just more collectors. And I can vouch for that because like sales of cards, I think anyone in the industry knows sales went up.
Well, I was with you at Graded Gem, and the submissions we got, we closed in June last year.
Yeah.
And then we opened in July, and we had over triple.
So it's all our fault. No,
yeah, it is. We had over triple the normal amount of submissions.
No, we did.
Just of Pokemon cards. I'm excluding Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Dragon Ball. Yeah. Dragon Ball went a little bit crazy then as well, but
it did,
literally we had so many Pokemon cards. That month we reopened, we were like, excusez-moi?
Yeah. No, it was a really interesting time.
Yeah.
So then, the prices go up a little bit, but then they jump. This is where it gets a bit crazy.
This is nuts.
So February this year, you could potentially pick them up for less than $4,000. The month after, they were then just under $7,000. And now they're currently supposedly at $14,000. And what makes it even weirder, well, not weirder, but the month after, the price sticks. So it's not how do you say it? I can't say that.
Anomaly.
Word. It's not that word.
It's not anomalous data. Yeah. So this is nuts.
This is the most extreme case.
This is like the cliffs of Dover on that graph.
Yeah, I mean, that is a near enough 90-degree shabump. Like, if you were going after this card set in the start of February, because it was a relatively affordable card.
You would have had to have a 400% pay increase.
Yeah.
Or savings increase at the same time.
So, I mean, I've got this set. So, I mean, I could very easily just be like, okay, cool, let's sell up. Because
let's talk about this once we've finished all the sets.
Okay, but like you can definitely see it.
Yeah, I mean, there you've got some big numbers.
Yeah, like I obviously bought the set around this level, $2,500. Maybe paid a bit more because we're in the UK.
Yeah,
and we deal in pounds, and plus I sometimes just buy cards because I want them rather than
because
logically.
They're a good price.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't care. Just send it to me.
So let's see the Gym Challenge data.
Gym Challenge. This has got a Blaine's Charizard in. That's the difference.
It's got the big number.
It's the big boy, a beautiful card. I don't have it. I wish I did. Beautiful card. But let's go to Koga wasn't on this data set for a long time.
Koga was like never on this data set.
Never on it.
Why is Koga just not?
Okay.
Was Koga just specifically hard to grade?
See, my knowledge on Gym Challenge is a bit weak in Koga. On Koga's realm. But I would imagine, if I just think about Gym Heroes, Lieutenant Surgeon Brock, very hard to grade. Koga very much could have had the same.
Yeah, to be fair, they are very small characters. And if we're going on the whole Dart Magneton, why that's expensive, I mean, they've probably got similar amounts of holo.
Yeah. So let's minus Koga, $3,500, August 2017. Cool?
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to jump. So price stays very stable for 2 years.
Yeah.
Very stable. Like, that is... If you want stability, it's there. If you wanted to collect the cards from here and you wanted 2 years to do it, you got it. But then it jumps up to $5,000.
Oh, still not including the Koga. Maybe Koga doesn't come up easily on eBay sale day or something. No,
but this is July last year again.
Yep.
And look, increasing. And then by the end of the year, it's $7,000.
That's crazy. That is so weird.
But it's a trend, isn't it? Like,
Graded Gem 2.0, we did it all.
Yeah, we did. But then there's no pullback because literally the start of 2020, it goes up to 9.5. Then there is pullback. But then boom, it goes up again to $12,500.
And then it finishes on
13.
Weird. Okay, so this you said has the big boy Blaine's Charizard.
Yeah, beautiful card.
This is $1,000 cheaper than Gym Heroes.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay, that just shows you Gym Heroes 6 set.
I think there is because I think there's more. How do I put this? There's more Dart Magnetons in Gym Heroes. There's more harder to grade cards, and they've got like Blaine's Moltres. Really difficult. Sabrina's Gengar.
That card barely has a Pokemon on it.
It's literally like a little drawing of a Moltres.
They're all little drawings.
Yeah. Like in the main. yeah, but it's really little. Like it's a chicken Moltres. So I would argue on Gym Heroes the price is more on the population.
Yeah.
In Gym Challenge, you have cards like Brock's Ninetales, which there are a million of, like Dark Gyarados, and there are a few others in Gym Challenge. That's not to say Gym Challenge, like I would argue, and I think a lot of collectors would say, Gym Challenge is a more aesthetically pleasing set.
Yeah. That's fair enough to say.
But the populations are higher in the main.
Yeah, I think
more of them out there.
I think both of the gym sets are just significantly the best WOTC sets for just visuals.
Yeah. We're going to come on to a very interesting one now, one that's been up for a lot of debate recently, the Neo Genesis First Edition holofoils.
Okay, let's walk up these stairs together.
Yeah, so we don't have a data set until, this is without the Typhlosion 17, which is like the biggest card in the set. 11th, so that's November, 1st of November 2017, $6,000, so that's our highest time point.
If you wonder why we're getting confused with the dates, it's because we're English and these are American dates, by the way.
They are, yeah. But yeah, okay, so it kind of stays the same. It goes up a little bit, apart from no information on Typhlosion here.
Yeah, there's literally nothing there. It's very weird.
So from the start, well, it's not. There's hardly any of them. There's like less.
Oh yeah, I mean like in 2 years.
Yeah,
in 2 years.
In 2 years. Well, you think so, but
you'd think so,
but maybe not. So from the 11th, from November 2017 to August 2019, you see a decent increase of about $1,500.
Yeah,
which is fine.
I mean, it's something you wouldn't sniff at if you got a pay raise of that.
Exactly, but if you were collecting this set at that point, this wouldn't mean you had to stop collecting it.
Oh no, not a chance.
Like you'd have to pay a bit more, but like you wouldn't be like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna can this set.
Yeah, but like I saved up $700 for a card. Now it's $750.
Yeah,
guess I'll find that extra $50.
Yeah, exactly.
Next week or something. I don't know.
But then this is the interesting one. So this is August last year again, guys. And then boom, $17,000 the month after.
So what's the difference there? The difference?
$10,000.
$10,000. But how much is the Typhlosion? How much is that Typhlosion worth?
Probably around 10,000.
Okay, so we can see that as still kind of flatline then.
Yeah, but I
because
guess
if the Typhlosion had sold before that, you probably would have seen. If the Typhlosion was included in all of these, that would be a more.
But maybe the
curve.
Typhlosion wasn't always worth $10,000. I would also. The thing is with Neo Genesis, I mean, I love it. A lot of collectors do. The problem is with Neo Genesis, it's almost too unobtainable.
Yeah.
I never considered collecting this set, and I'm a decent collector. Like I've got a decent number of WOTC sets.
Yeah.
I never considered this one because I knew it would probably mean all my money, time would have to go into collecting this set, and I would have this set, and that's it.
Yeah, it'd be your sole focus as an investor
for
and a
3
collector.
years. Like I wouldn't have anything else.
Yeah.
Like that would have to be it, and you'd have to save up a decent amount of money on the off chance that it is gonna, the Typhlosion's gonna pop up.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean.
So I would argue that for Neo Genesis, it's almost too unobtainable for even the top tier collector. I think you're looking at like the kind of collector that has $20,000 in spare cash available,
or the kind of collector that could, if they wanted to, buy base set first edition.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the fact that this is harder than Jungle, Fossil, Team Rocket, all of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, and the gym sets, and it's like, it's a Neo set.
Why would I collect this one?
Yeah.
Also, if you were like of the booster box realms, like booster boxes are really expensive, and I'll be honest, the print quality was awful. Absolutely awful. When you pulled them out, they had silvering, they had centering problems. Like
print lines were really prolific on some of the cards we've seen.
It's notorious, this set. It's absolutely notoriously difficult to collect. And that's what put me off. And I would argue, don't get me wrong, I love the set. And if you've got this set, congratulations. But I would argue that's why maybe we haven't seen these jump even higher. Like it's got to 19. But I would argue this set is very easily worth 30 on the other trends.
Would you say this is more of a truly passionate collector who just wants the set, rather than you can see it with a lot of the sets? Some people are definitely investing in them. Yeah, that's what's increasing the prices. Maybe the price of this aren't increasing because people aren't investing in the set because it's so hard.
Yeah.
Why make your risk reward ratio small? So hard.
Yeah, no, I totally. And you can see from this time, from 6.2, like that's relatively expensive, and then to 7.8, that doesn't have the same, I guess, reward.
100%.
Also, you couldn't crack the boxes open.
No. Just doesn't make any sense if you try and do that financially.
Exactly. So
as a collector, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but this really would be a rich collector, like
a rich, passionate. Neo Genesis is my set. It's what I opened. I love this set.
Yeah. But I would also argue because of that, it's probably one of the safest investments in Pokemon, if you do have the money, because it is so rare, it is so desirable that it's never like if everything fell off a cliff tomorrow, Neo Genesis would probably the one least affected. Yeah, because there's hardly any of them.
Yeah.
But that's
let's look at Neo 2.
Let's go Neo Discovery First Edition Holos.
Okay, we've got some more step in.
Yeah, we've got a step in it. I would say this is... So we've not got the Schmeargle. So now...
You've been watching Friday Night Dinner?
Schmeargle. Houndour for some reason. Okay, there we go. So 2018, August 5.7. So Neo, in general, was more expensive than the other sets because there was less of them.
Yeah.
If we remember when we were kids, Jungle, Fossil, Team Rocket was everywhere.
Yeah.
Neo's, someone told me Neo Discovery card was fake. So it's just the general. Nothing really happens for a year.
It was me. I was trying to get free cards.
But nothing really happens for a year, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's stable.
It is.
It's emotionally and physically stable.
And the date here is July, and now we're in August last year, and it's jumped by $1,000.
Oh.
So again, that date keeps popping up.
It is when we opened. That's what we did this, guys. Just saying.
Yes, definitely not us. And then relatively stable, it goes up by $500 to March this year. And then in April, it goes up by $3,500, and it stays there.
I keep forgetting how far we are into this year.
Yeah, I know it's May.
You just said April this year, and I was like, what? Aren't we in February? No, we're not.
But like, it goes up by $3,500. I would argue that's less of a. It's not. Well, it's obviously not as much as a jump percentage-wise. It's 33% against 200% in some cases.
I think, like, I don't care that much about Neo Discovery. Neo Genesis is the first Neo set.
Yeah.
Neo Revelations has the Shining Magikarp and the Shining Gyarados. And then you've got Neo Destiny, which is just a banging set. It's got all the Shinings, and to be fair, all the Holos look pretty sick.
Yeah.
Is Neo Discovery one of those sets that is kind of weak in comparison to the other sets?
I think you could argue it's the weakest out the Neo.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But that's because all of them are really strong sets, like you say. But yeah, I would argue you're probably right there. I would argue it's probably the weakest out of the four.
Yeah.
Because Neo Genesis has got that ridiculously hard card. It's got Lugia, like you say, and the other two are brilliant sets.
Yeah.
Unknowns were the big focus of Neo Discovery, rather than...
And who cares about unknowns?
Exactly.
Like, realistically.
Because it was supposed to work with the movie.
I think I'd quite like a T, and O, and an M, if that was possible. And have like a Tom, an unknown Tom. That'd be cool. But other than that, Don't
have much else to say about Neo Discovery, do we?
No, not really.
It's not increased as much. It's probably quite safe. Even if it pulls back, it's not going to go anywhere too soon. Neo Rev.
This is my favourite Neo set.
It is, yeah?
Yeah, I love the Shining Magikarp. I mean, the Shining Gyarados is cool.
Yeah.
But Shining Magikarp.
So
I love it.
Oh, wow, this is going to be difficult.
This is crazy. It's got no cards.
So I would say the first time we have all the cards is in July. Is that right? 2018.
That's June.
June.
Yep.
Yeah, 7 is July.
Yeah. So we figured out today. Connor doesn't know 1 to 12 and the months.
$9,700. Big.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got all the Shinings from Neo Destiny. Yeah. It's so much harder to get the Shinings from this set. I'd say like because you've got so many of them, you can always collect one of them from Neo Destiny.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas this, you've only got 2 to kind of choose from. And look, if you want to complete this set, you need both of those.
Yeah, 100%.
And that Shining Gyarados, I mean, we've seen quite a few Shining Magikarps. Shining Gyarados has come through the service. And we've seen a couple of Shining Magikarps.
Yeah.
I've not seen one grade at a 10.
No, I think we did back in the early days. We graded a double of them a 10, but yeah. Not recently.
Whereas I've seen the Shinings from Neo Destiny come back 10s.
Yeah, that's true.
I've seen more of them.
But I think the populations are higher.
Yeah, and I do understand why. I mean, all the Shinings are expensive if you exclude like the new stuff. All the WOTC Shinings are expensive, and I do understand why this is so high.
It's also got the legendary dogs in there. The Entei, the Raikou, and the Suicune, of course, if you didn't know that. But like, it's also got them in there. That they're always a good selling point. Just having the dogs in there. I love dogs. The Celebi was a very wanted card. The Misdreavus, there's a lot of the legendary, half legendary Pokemon, if that makes sense. Like
pseudo legendaries.
Yeah, like good Pokemon. Ampharos for some reason is almost in every Neo set. Apart from Neo Discovery.
Yeah.
But that's just... don't know why that is. They just loved Ampharos.
It's good Pokemon.
Yeah, so $9,700. So I would say, in comparison to the rest of the Pokemon card market, that's high.
Yeah, massively.
At that point, that's high. So then it stays at like that, and then it drops to 8 in the... That is April 2019.
Do you think was there a pop increase of the Shine-ins or something? Like, was there like 10 of them graded and listed on eBay at the same time or something?
My honest opinion was that maybe, if I'm being honest about it, I think people pulled away from Neo Revelation and looked at other sets. Like Neo Revelation was always maybe compared to Genesis in terms of price and stuff, but actually it's more available.
Yeah.
There was also some hoarding of this set because everyone believed it was going to be the standout set, and it still does very well.
Yeah.
But I think at that point maybe people withdrew a bit, maybe more supply entered the market. So 7.9, and then it does actually just go back up near enough to where it was in the matter of 6 months.
Yeah.
So like more supply came here, let's argue, and in 6 months it's back up.
Maybe someone listed 3 or 4 booster boxes on eBay of first editions, and then do you know what? Oh no, the price has tanked, but it gets back.
Yeah. And then like it hits 10 March this year.
Yep.
And then it goes up to 14 almost in April this year, and then 14 in May. See, this is the argument. Like, that's not as big an increase in percentage, is it?
No, it's not. Not at all.
It's not as extreme as any of the gyms. It's not as extreme as the Fossil or Jungle. It's not as extreme as Team Rocket. So, my argument would be, because the price increase isn't as extreme, it's got less to fall if it did, guys.
Yeah.
If it did. So, yeah. I mean, all these sets seem to be stopping at $13,000.
Yeah, it is weird. Maybe if we add all of the 13s and 14s up, we'll just get to like a magic number at the end.
So should we get on to the last set, which is Neo Destiny?
Now, this set, straight away, bangs. You've got shine-ins everywhere.
Yeah.
And this is the set where if you want to show off your collection, it doesn't matter what you have.
Yeah.
Like, you throw a few shine-ins in there and people go, wow. I remember calling Pokemon cards or holofoils when I was younger shiny. And then all of a sudden, bang, you've got shiny.
I think it also has that Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge, and the Team Rocket, what they have, like the light and dark Pokemon.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Like, there was the first time light Pokemon were introduced. Like Arcanine, my favourite card, obviously, is a beautiful one, but there's loads of them.
Yeah.
The non-holos are all beautiful. There's not much wrong with this set.
No.
This was the set that I obviously thought, well, I've got my nice little sets. Let's chase this one.
Nice little sets, like Team Rocket.
Yeah, but these were obtainable.
Yeah.
But 100%. They weren't unobtainable, but they weren't obtainable.
Yeah, they were in that middle ground for quite a while, where it was like, okay, you've actually got to put heart, soul, effort, and most importantly, money into this, but it'll pay off.
Yeah, exactly. And that was kind of the side of selling the cards, buying other cards, and then eventually you buy that Neo Destiny, you bank it, and then you move on to the next one. I overpaid on some of these cards back. Like, I definitely hit some of the peaks, and then they went back down. But like for me, there was no intention to sell them.
No,
so it didn't.
But you still have them. They're all behind us.
They're all here. So let's go to the first data set. Obviously, this one is more to me, like matters to me.
Yeah.
So like, if I say anything stupid, please just ignore it. 10.3. At the start of 2018.
Yeah. It's an expensive set, but as I said, lots of shine-ins.
Yeah, it's a beautiful set.
Are the shinings technically secret rares?
Yeah, they go over the number.
Yeah, so, I mean, they were harder to pull as well?
Lot harder, yeah.
So, there you go. That's why it's more expensive.
Yeah. And then the price is kind of, like, we do dip by $2,000 here in the middle of 2018, July.
Yeah.
But I mean, in general, they're around about the right price, about 8 to 10, which is about right, I would say, in this time. Like, I definitely bought a few cards at this 10, which is fine.
All of the expensive ones.
Yeah. But then August last year, it goes back up to 10.
Yeah.
So, and then 11 the month after.
Yeah.
11.
Slowly creeping.
11. It's creeping again. But actually, interestingly, we're actually only on $12,000 at the start of this year.
This is very much like what I would consider completely natural progression there.
Yeah.
There is no external factors here. This is just people want these cards and are happy to pay that little bit more.
Exactly, but then this is the more interesting bit on these cards. Then it goes up to 14.5 the month after. Goes up to 17 the month after. Then it goes up to $23,000 at the start of April. And then even crazier than that, it goes up by another $500 the month after that.
Yeah, people are paying that Corona price.
Jeez, that is expensive.
$23,500 for a set that cost you $10,000. Again, we've got that 150% price increase.
Yeah.
That is big.
It is big. And it's a difficult one because obviously from a personal standpoint, it's a beautiful set. I would argue a lot of collectors agree it's a beautiful set. But that is a huge increase. It's more than the other Neos.
Yeah. Well, it has a Shining Charizard as well.
It does.
Let's not ignore the fact that it has Charizard tax.
Yeah.
Amazing video. Go check that one out.
Yeah.
But like, it does have a Charizard.
Yeah, and it has got hard cards to grade in there as well. And also, who's getting a Neo Destiny First Edition booster box?
Graded gems stamp? No, I wish. I really wish. It's impossible.
Where are they? I haven't seen one in years. I remember a few popping up on Instagram 2 years ago. I haven't seen one trade hands in a long time.
I've not seen a single person sell them in the entire time I've been with you, but I've seen multiple people on Instagram go, haha, I've got one and I'm never selling it.
Exactly. And I would say this set is one that collectors like myself who keep the cards collected. And I know a few other people who have these. I'm not going to shout them out because, I don't know whether they want to be associated or not. But yeah, I know people who have this set because we were collecting them together. If you go through my Instagram feed, you will find them. But it was good fun to do that, and it was really good because it was European actually. There was a few us in Europe collecting this set at the same time, and
so you're all kind of both encouraging people. Oh, look, there's one of these up for sale. I've already got mine.
Yeah.
But then maybe a couple of you were fighting as well.
Oh yeah, there definitely was. There definitely was actually. There was a bit of an Instagram user.
Bit of a war.
I was a bit miffed with because he bidded outside of the. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that today because he's actually a really good guy. It's just I was a bit miffed with him. But yeah, so this was a set for me that I loved, and I think a lot of other people did. And the people who did collect this set are keeping it.
Yeah.
So that would be my argument as to why this has increased so much. It's not a set I'll ever sell.
Yeah.
We're going to go on to the selling part now. But I mean, if I had to keep one set, it would be the Neo Destinies.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's not even because of the price. If let's go to here, where it was 8.7, and I had all but one of them. I would still say the same thing.
Yeah.
It's my favourite set. It's got Shinings in. It's got the best card artworks, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm probably going to keep that one and give it away to a charity one day.
I will cover your coffin with these cards and we will carry it with pride.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because you are older than me, so
yes, so much older, a whole month, and a lot wiser as well. But anyway, how about we've on this a lot. So if you've got to this point, congratulations.
Yeah, there will be a timestamp for the second that is about to occur.